So I've been well known for uploading the soundtracks of Tower Defense Simulator that Focus has not uploaded. However, in recent times, there have been some things that developers were like, nah, take it down. And in fact, there's been the 2024 track. So for example, you can see here the Jingle Bells. It used to be public, that's why it has 20,000 views, but now it's been unlisted. Same for the Poisoned. It has 17,000 views, unlisted. Now, what an unlisted video looks like is it has about less than 1,000 views, because the reason why I upload these in the first place is because for the wiki we have a page for all the soundtracks, and for completeness and for accessibility they all have to be uploaded to YouTube. So here you can see my upload and then you can see the official upload. So for example, I'll talk about this in a different video, but some in-game versions are different to the uploaded version by Focus for whatever reason. Shell Shock is one of these, and you can see here it's this one. However, I'm not allowed to make it public. I'm not allowed to make it searchable in the YouTube search bar or Google or whatever. That is per request of the developers. Now, some people don't like this because, for example, the corrupted soundtracks here, the corrupted Terror of the Titans and corrupted Scream, they're kind of sought after by people because Focus hasn't uploaded them and they're technically event soundtracks. However, developers do not want me to upload this to the public search bar. There's a very good reason for that, and that's because they want it to be under their control. So for example, they want it to either have it under... Actually, they'll probably only want it under Focus's channel. They want to clog up the main Paradoxum Games channel, because you'll probably see that most of the soundtracks that the developers would have originally put onto their channel, because they wanted to do everything in-house, have moved back to Focus's channel, because I guess Focus is the main composer. Obviously, it causes a split for the soundtracks that were uploaded to Paradoxum Games' YouTube channel, such as the Welcome to the Party theme. But, I mean, fair. However, for this, they don't want me to upload these soundtracks to YouTube at all, if ever. However, we kind of need to for the wiki, because otherwise people just search it out for themselves and probably be confused why it's not there. So why have the developers decided to not make these soundtracks public? Well, I can tell you the reason from Below Natural's end. Below Natural doesn't want another repeat of... Remember when the Dion DJ Booth soundtrack was claimed by someone for some reason? And this was with a soundtrack that was already uploaded to the game. So for example, Rave DJ, that was made by Focus. I believe he remixed a soundtrack or sampled a soundtrack previously. But then someone about 2 years ago uploaded a version of the Rave DJ Booth and then decided, like, I think it was called Need for Speed or something, and then put that into the YouTube algorithm copyright system, and then people getting claimed left, right and centre for the Neon Rave DJ Booth soundtrack in the use of their videos, which developers couldn't do anything. Well, I mean, developers could do something about, because the soundtrack was uploaded to their YouTube channel, and I called the person out basically for it, and they had to take it down. However, for something like these soundtracks, technically, because I uploaded them, the YouTube algorithm will see me as the person who uploaded it, and technically speaking, developers have no control over me. The developers can't control what I do. Technically, they can tell me what to do or what to upload, but they can't, quote, control what I upload. Like, my opinions are all my opinions. They aren't influenced by the developers in any way. But with something like this, they would need to have control of it, because they have the original copyright to it, and they would want it to be through their own channel so that the correct people would be credited. So that'd be Focus and Enthrallist. They were probably the main people who made these, so they would have to be the correct people to be credited. And that's why I can't really put them onto the public sphere, because technically it would look like I created it, and I didn't obviously create this, even though I am making no money from it. I would have to upload the soundtracks saying composed or produced by Focus or Enthrallist. But I do also have to say that this is an unlisted video as per the request of the Paradoxum Games developers. So originally, Below Natural wanted it to be removed completely, but we made a compromise where I could make it unlisted and have it on the wiki, but not searchable. And if anyone wants to search out on the wiki, they can. But obviously, they're not allowed to re-upload it. So, I mean, I have this just for any request, just in case the developers send their lawyers against me. If you do really upload these to YouTube, you will probably get a takedown notice from the developers, because it's not your soundtrack. The developers have complete creative control over how they see it, and they've given me special permission to make it an unlisted video, but they don't want a public soundtrack for people to search up for whatever reason. Whatever their reason is, they want the correct people to be abided by. The only problem is them saying that they don't want me to upload it because they want the correct people to upload it, they're not going to upload it. For example, in-game versions, they're not going to be uploaded ever. They're going to have to be uploaded for record keep. So for example, the Equinox in-game version and the Wastewater's been in the game, the in-game version has been in the game for 2 years. Problem is, Focus isn't ever going to upload it because it's an in-game version and he already has the full OST out. Apparently if it's in the game, it's called something completely different. It's not an OST, but I don't know, the in-game version? I don't know. That's what my music developer friend of Shane has told me. That is labeled something completely different. But otherwise, these versions aren't going to ever hit the mainstream or YouTube. They're going to have to remain here, and I'm going to have to upload it here. And so if you want to have these soundtracks, I guess the best way is just to open up the wiki and just search up for them, because that's the only way to do it. Technically, you can re-upload it, but if you re-upload it, you'll be prepared for an angry email or angry takedown notice or a letter or a copyright notice suing you. Don't do it. As for any soundtracks that Focuses doesn't upload, I'll continue to upload them, bearing in mind that these are that I'm not making any money of it. Like I said, this is unlisted per the request, but the Paradoxum Games developers, it's not my music and the video is not monetized. So, in fact, this has been a while back, about 2 years ago. Focus allowed me to upload the soundtracks that he didn't upload for whatever reason, and I'd be able to put it onto the wiki, but I wouldn't make any money from it, and that's absolutely fine. It's not my music. I haven't put any creative thought into it. It's just literally for record keeping. That's the purpose of the wiki. It's just to make sure things aren't lost media. But as those requests, these are just here. These soundtracks are here, and we put them as a same sound file. But for example, the original sound files, I believe, uploaded to the Roblox, they're OGG files, and Mac computers can't play OGG files, and I don't believe they can play MP4 files if directly uploaded to Fandom. And Fandom in its own right is its own thing, and do we really want to use Fandom as a wiki? The problem is we're not big enough to move away. That's my issue of having to decide whether we stay on Fandom or not, because I know the Minecraft wiki has jumped ship, but this one, I don't know. Do we even bother jumping ship, because the SEO of wiki is just so massive. But that's a video for a separate time. All the soundtracks are on the wiki now, including the ones that are unlisted. I did use, sorry, people will probably question why I use this thumbnail instead of something more professional. This is just to point out the fact that these are uploads from many years ago. I don't have time to find the specific thumbnail that was used for that actual OST and then edit it, not even edit it, but just have a text or whatever. That's too much effort. Might as well just use a template version of this. A timeless template, I must say, because you'd be hard pressed to say, oh yeah, this is from a specific easy mode, rework, whatever. No, it's just this. It's timeless, and it's horribly unprofessional, but it's timeless, and probably the best neutral thumbnail for soundtracks, ironically. If you do want to search out these musics, it's on the wiki. If all the soundtracks, unless they are actually from someone else, so for example, some of the soundtracks, the winning soundtracks back in the day, because this was a student project back in the day, some of the Triumph soundtracks, they were actually copyrighted music, but obviously this being Tower Defense Simulator, didn't care too much about copyright back then. But yeah, like these soundtracks, obviously if they're made by someone else and not composed in-house, then, or bought outright by Below Natural, they're not going to be uploaded by me or Focus. But most of the official versions, well, most of the versions are going to be either uploaded by Focus. If not uploaded by Focus, it's because they were likely from an era where the developers were wanting to upload it on their Paradoxum Games YouTube channel, and if it's not there, then it's probably on my channel as a fallback if the main version isn't online, and we need to have it as a record on the wiki. But that's why it's here, and that's very cool, I guess. Unlisted soundtracks, they're here. Even the Equinox in-game version, very cool.